I want to tell you guys like Henshin to go baby, what's good guys, Yoku here, but I feel like I don't. I got my butt kicked last night. We were streaming, right? And I pulled a double whammy yesterday, so shout outs to me, but we were streaming. I say that like I'm not supposed to say shout out to the guys that came through. All of you that came through did the stream last night and that day, right? So we streamed twice in one day. Thank y'all for coming out. But going into what I was talking about, we were streaming and I was cruising through MOC, right? I got to about 10. 10 was super easy for me. 11 gave me a little bit of a challenge, but I made it through. I don't know what kind of crack they put into the enemies in 12, but for the longest time, I was struggling against the first floor. Not to clear it, to clear it fast enough. And then the second floor with the bugs, the scarab, and this isn't even King Golden Man scarab yet with the blue Enigma crap. This is regular scarab, and he plus like all the other little bugs, the ones that I guess they multiply, it was so annoying to deal with because the wind shear. So I tried with Fu Xuan because that's my girl, and then Fu Xuan was just getting destroyed, not because of her, but because everyone had 99 stacks of wind shear on them, and I wasn't doing anything fast enough to take them out. So it was really bothersome. Then I tried it with like Jing Liu, but again, I'm still having to go through the first floor, the first floor of MOC 12. So I had to play with Jing Li on the first side, and I wasn't even doing that originally. I was playing with Blade, and then I didn't use Blade. I used like Su Shang and somebody else. It was just, we went through so many different team comps for the first half of MOC 12 just to eventually end up with Jing Liu Blade. And I don't know why I didn't think of that. Like as I'm playing through it, I don't see ice, you know, I only see imaginary, physical, and wind. So I'm thinking, oh yeah, cool, I'll just do 1, 2, 3. Now I don't have Sampo built up, but I know for a fact my Kafka shreds through the first half, regardless of the lightning weak element. I know for a fact my Kafka shreds through the first half. The reason I know this is because there's some footage in the guide, right? The Ruan Mei guide. There's footage over there. Can't say where the footage is from, but it's my footage, and shredded through MOC 12 first floor with Kafka and Sampo. I don't want to build my Sampo because extra resources, and that turns into me not having resources for Black Swan. So I would rather not have that happen. But I will say Jing Liu and me not registering the fact that the Sanctus Medicus dudes are weak to ice, man, that was my fault. So it was a good time though. I will admit that it was a good time last night. It was super cool. The purpose of this video here is to simply go over the fact that I'm indifferent about MOC 12. I like it. I think it's a challenge, but I think I don't know. It feels weird, right? Like it feels like I can't confidently say this is what I wanted, and I can't say that this is not what I wanted because we got a more difficult MOC. I think all of us have, in some way, shape, or form, admitted this MOC is a little bit more challenging. Whether that be because of the HP threshold, they have so much more HP now, or the fact that they do a little bit more damage, right? You can get 2-shot depending on your build, depending on the character. You can get 2-shot by some of these enemies like no problem. And if you don't have, for instance, the emergency heals with Locha or even Ho-Ho, you don't have Fu Xuan's Matrix up, you don't have Japard's shields, even Bailu's Invigoration, something to help you not get one shot, you will get one shot. The knight, when he jumps up, boom, right? Or he counters you. If you let him get countered, I never let the knight get a counter off because I use Ruan Mei and I freeze him. But if he counters you, you know, you're gone. So it's nice, but I think my biggest issue might be the double HP. And again, this is just like, I don't know. It's weird for me to explain this because when I'll use Monster Hunter, if I'm playing Monster Hunter and something's a little bit more challenging, Monster Hunter, not only do they increase the HP of the monster, but the monster has a variation, if you will. It's a variation of the original monster. You can take, for instance, we'll use Zenauger. Zenauger is the Thunder Wolf in Monster Hunter. The blue and the yellow and the Thunder Wolf. He's one of my favorite monsters. He's cool. You could take Zenauger. Zenauger then has like a base kit. One of those moves is where he slams his paw on the ground and then he'll do like a backflip, or he'll backflip, slam his paw on the ground. He jumps really high in the air and then slams himself on the ground. I think that was Riot specific. I could be wrong. But point being is that he does it. There's Stygian Zenauger, which is now, instead of blue and yellow, he's like a red and silver and black Thunderwolf, and he's got red lightning, and he's super sick. I love this monster so much. But his moveset is similar, but it's way more dangerous. He has more lightning. He does way more damage. He's a little bit faster. He's bigger, like physically he's bigger, so he takes up more. His flip move where he spins around with his tail and does a giant ass thunder lightning ball thing or whatever, it's way more like boom, right? It's a lot more to it. There's variations to the kit that force you to adapt and change just like ever so slightly so that each fight is different. You can't fight both Xanaugars the same way. Some things are the same, other things are not. And I feel like that's what I wanted from Star Rail, was that maybe if we fought Kafka, for instance, Kafka still does Kafka things, right? Like it's basically fighting our Kafka, but she has the domination. So I'm like, oh, okay, it'd be kind of cool if maybe she dominated 2 characters at once, or if she dominated and then threw grenades. Like just mix it up, because right now it's turn starts, she does, you know, boom, boom, she hits somebody, and then she'll dominate right after that. And you know it, like guaranteed she's gonna do it. But I feel like if they might have turn started or changed up how she went about the AI, maybe what's going on with the characters, instead of it being so, there's a word I'm thinking of, like robotic, orchestrated. It's the same pattern no matter what. If it changed, maybe that's what I was looking for, because at that point the double HP isn't as noticeable, right? I'm still following the same formula. I'm still doing the same thing that I would be doing in the previous MOCs before this patch. But right now it feels like it's the same characters, just more HP and maybe more damage. Maybe that's why I feel indifferent about it. But I don't want to say like, oh, this is doom and gloom. Like, no. I know it sounds like that because I'm probably talking that way. It's just, I just woke up. I've got to record the podcast with Bihu and Moon. And I don't know if I can tell y'all that. I think we have, Ryu's gonna be mad. I think we have Gotcha on the podcast. I don't think this is the one. I don't know what's confirmed or not confirmed, but point being is that I have to record the podcast. And so there's that. And then I have not had any coffee, no energy, no nothing. I'm trying to, like, you know, but I am hungry. We're totally off topic. My main point about everything, I like the changes. I do. I like that it's beefier. I like that it's more challenging. And for me personally, like, I'm more excited to go through not only this, but Pure Fiction. Whenever that releases, I'm more excited to go through the Golden Gears. Like I've seen somebody, I was watching Doggos play that last night, the Golden Gears. I'm like, yo, this looks fun. I really want to play Golden Gears. So a lot of that might be like showing up on the channel, me just experiencing those things and playing it. I had to sneeze. But all of that might be happening. Okay, in general, like the gist of everything after that point is that, yeah, I would have rathered some type of variation about, but maybe it's just me, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on the same thing, right? Like, are you guys feeling what I'm putting down here? Like, I like beefier MOC, maybe more variation behind. Like, that's what I was expecting. I was expecting the enemies to have different movesets or actions or combinations of things. I don't know, but it is what it is. Like I said, let me know. Also, let me know, how do I play Golden Gears? I know that sounds like a silly question, but I haven't touched Simulated Universe since the one that we got where it's like it's a whole different chessboard. It's a chessboard type Simulated Universe. All of you guys love it. I haven't touched Sim Universe since then. So do I need to do that all the way through difficulty 5 before I get to Golden Gears, or is Golden Gears its own separate thing? Let me know in the comments down below, please, and thank you. I can't say my usual outro because it's inappropriate for YouTube. Smell you later.